Police clear the air on Richard Frederick investigation and crime figures surpass 8,000 island-wide.
Turn your dreams into reality by winning the Super 6 jackpot of $260,000. It's only possible by getting your tickets today.
Mr. Banks! Save me!
Different dish, another money problem to solve. I'm on my way.
Oh, you're here. My boyfriend and I broke up, and I needed a little retail therapy as emotional support.
Honey, retail therapy is not the kind you need right now. Trust me. Alan and I broke up and these red bottoms will make me feel so much better. Isn't that what you wrote?
Don't judge.
No, I'm not judging. I'm just wondering why your BOSL Visa credit card has to suffer in the process as well.
So what do I do?
Well, I'm no Dr. Phil, but I do know that your BOSL credit card is supposed to help you live better. Use it every time, anywhere. You know, groceries, bills, fuel, lunch, and not every time your phone whispers, sale.
Okay, so no more impulse buy.
Correct. And you have up to 30 days interest-free. Then clear it and even earn Visa rewards.
So I can still shop for the things I like?
Oh boy. Yes, but don't shop like you're in a race to be shopaholic of the year, okay?
Okay. Dear Diary, today I paused, used my BOSL Visa credit card the smart way, and even earned rewards.
Another money problem solved. I love this job.
When smart banking advice is needed, Mr. Banks answers the call. Mr. Banks!
Are you ready to own the stage? Every other Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., the hottest midweek party comes alive at Blast Karaoke Night. Sing your favorite hits, enjoy delicious food, signature cocktails, and exciting bingo with chances to win big. Bring your crew and join us at Blast Entertainment Center, corner of Chisel and Brazil Street, upstairs the Starlight Building. Blast Karaoke Night, where every other Wednesday is legendary.
Your moment to shine is almost here. Blast Karaoke Night returns on Wednesday, 26 August 2026. See you there.
Now you can take Hot FM, Kiss FM, and Hot 7 TV with you wherever you go. Whether you're in St. Lucia or exploring our four corners of the globe. Our record-breaking app has already been downloaded over 500,000 times on Google Play and the Apple App Store. To bring you the best in HD sound, we've relaunched a brand new app. Get it for free in the App Store by simply searching Caribbean Hot FM HD. Listen to us in real time, anywhere, any place, anytime. We've added so many cool new features, like our live in-studio option, where you can see your favorite announcers and DJs at work. So download the app today. It's free. Spread the news. St. Lucia is now in HD around the world on the Hot FM app. Don't miss out. Join the fun and stay connected.
Good afternoon. It's Friday, August 21st, 2026. I am Daniela Edwin with the Hot 7 TV Midday News. Streaming on Flu 117, Kiss FM, Hot FM, the Caribbean Hot FM app and Facebook page, YouTube at Caribbean Hot 7 TV, and not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 plug and play antenna. Thank you for joining us. We begin with clarity from the top of the police force on a high-profile case that has drawn national attention. Police Commissioner Van Gaard confirmed that Housing Minister Richard Frederick was arrested during an investigation, but said police could not sustain the allegations after completing their inquiries. Gaard said he agrees with the investigators' recommendations, while noting that the matter could be reopened later down the line.
After weeks of public speculation surrounding Minister of Housing Richard Frederick, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force has finally provided an update on the investigation. Police Commissioner Vanguard confirmed on Wednesday that Frederick was arrested in connection with the matter, but said investigators were unable to sustain the allegations after completing their inquiries. God said he reviewed the investigative file and agrees with the recommendations made by the officer who handled the case.
An allegation was made. We looked into the particular allegation, and the allegation was not sustained. I have currently with me the file from the investigative officer. I have gone through the file and I agree with the recommendation of the investigating officer. In my view, it's a very thorough investigation, though it was very complicated. Investigations like that, where allegations were sustained throughout a long period, in my view, should be given adequate time to deal with.
However, the commissioner stopped short of revealing the specific allegations, saying he could not disclose details surrounding the matter.
I am not in a position to say what the allegation is, because you see, in St. Lucia, right, the country has a overarching law that is called the Constitution. And from the Constitution, we derive subordinate laws, one of which is the Criminal Code of St. Lucia. So the Criminal Code of St. Lucia will advise you of your conduct in how you can frame your information to the public at certain stages of allegations. And I'm bounded by the Criminal Code of St. Lucia. So I cannot give any further information in regards to that as a specific allegation.
The update came after weeks of intense public speculation, particularly following the circulation of photographs of Frederick online and growing calls for clarity about what had taken place. And although, for now, it is not sustained, the commissioner confirmed that the case can still be reopened in the future.
I have the investigation file right here. And the allegation is not sustained. At any point where any information in regards to the allegation surfaces, because the allegation is one of an indictable nature, that means whether it's 10 or 20 years from now, or 50 years from now, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force will still be able to investigate that. But as we stand now, the matter has not been sustained at all.
The investigation initially faced a hurdle because police did not have statements from the individuals who made the report. Investigators eventually secured the necessary statement, including through overseas efforts, and conducted further inquiries before concluding that the allegations could not be sustained. For 7 TV News, Josiah Bisset reporting.
While the commissioner says the file is closed for now, calls for more openness are growing louder. Veteran journalist Rick Wayne is calling for greater transparency surrounding the police investigation involving Housing Minister Richard Frederick, arguing that the public deserves to know what allegations were made and what is being investigated, particularly after Police Commissioner Vanguard indicated that the allegations did not result in sustained charges.
Questions surrounding the police investigation involving Housing Minister Richard Frederick remain a subject of public concern, with veteran journalist Rick Wayne calling for greater transparency about the allegations and circumstances at the center of the case, particularly after Police Commissioner Vanguard said the allegations did not result in sustained charges. Speaking freely on the show Newspin, Wayne said that the public has no relevant information about the case brought against Frederick and can only operate blindly on what is alleged on social media.
We would have to go according to what we see on Facebook, because the authorities have told us nothing worth discussing. The authorities have so far thrown us into a conundrum.
He also questioned how the public is expected to assess whether the government and the police force are handling the matter properly when there has been no clear discourse of the allegations made against the minister.
We know nothing, but we're expounding left, right, and center.
Mm-hmm.
How can we determine our government is acting appropriately? How can we determine the police are acting when we don't know what the allegations were? We haven't, or even be put in a way that is legal and does not infringe the individual's constitutional rights. We don't know, so we don't know what the F we're talking about now anyway.
Wayne also referenced the police commissioner's comments that he did not want to discourage women in particular from bringing complaints to the police. He argued that the best way to encourage confidence in the system is for the public to see that complaints are handled transparently and fairly.
The best way to encourage women to come up with complaints is to see that the complaints are openly and appropriately dealt with.
Yes.
And leave no room for speculation.
He stressed that the public has a clear right to be informed about what is happening, particularly in a case involving a sitting government minister. Wayne is therefore calling for the authorities to provide the public with as much information as can reasonably be disclosed, saying transparency is essential to maintaining public confidence in the process. For Hot 7 TV News, I am Ethne Brown reporting.
From one case under the spotlight to another that continues to raise tough questions about the system, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force says no specific internal review has been conducted into the handling of Joyce and Uma's case, although discussions have taken place on how to improve responses and prevent a similar tragedy in the future.
Joy St. Omar reportedly sought help from several police stations and state agencies before her death on May 20th, 2026, and had also obtained a protection order. 3 months later, questions are being raised about whether the Royal St. Lucia Police Force conducted an internal review of how her case was handled. The issue came up during Wednesday's police press briefing, where Acting Superintendent Anantha Wilson was asked about an internal review ahead of the family's call for an independent commission of inquiry earlier this week. Wilson could not confirm whether a specific review had been carried out. She indicated, however, that the agencies involved would likely have discussed the case and considered ways to improve their response and prevent a similar tragedy in the future.
At this moment, I cannot speak to a specific review, but I do know that individuals from various agencies that would have been mandated to perform whatever duties in relation to that matter would have spoken to each other, discussed the case.
The lack of clear answers is raising fresh questions about how the police handled Joy St. Omar's case and whether the force has reviewed its own actions. No findings, recommendations, or corrective measures from a formal internal review were presented during the briefing, while questions also remain about how the accused was granted bail shortly before Joy's death. During an earlier hearing in the magistrate's court, police prosecutors reportedly presented information that helped lead to bail being denied. However, when the matter reached the High Court, the information was allegedly not before the court, and prosecutors did not object to bail. Asked about the apparent gap, Acting Superintendent Anantha Wilson said communication problems can sometimes contribute to situations like this, but she could not confirm that a breakdown occurred in this particular case. Police Commissioner Vanguard later directed questions about the High Court proceedings to the Director of Public Prosecutions, explaining that responsibility for the matter shifted once it reached that level.
The way it works at that level is that in regards to summary matters, the police have a number of prosecutors who assist in prosecuting these matters. But when a case is elevated to the High Court, the matter is transferred to the direction of the Director of Public Prosecution.
While the Director of Public Prosecutions oversees cases before the High Court, the Police Commissioner remains responsible for the force whose officers investigated Joyce St. Omer's complaints and handled the matter at the lower court level. Despite questions about the handling of the case, Commissioner Vanguard maintained that police provided everything required of them. Joyce's family is now calling for an independent commission of inquiry to examine what happened. The inquiry will not determine the guilt or innocence of the accused, whose case remains before the court, but would look at whether the police, courts, and other state agencies follow the proper procedures.
There is a criminal case before the court. I will say nothing about it. That is for the court to decide. And I ask it be allowed to do its work without interference by anyone. Nothing I say today is about the person charged. Nothing I say today is about guilt or innocence.
A recent ruling in Trinidad and Tobago highlights the serious consequences that can arise when authorities fail to adequately respond to reports of domestic violence. In July 2026, a court ordered the state to pay more than $2.5 million to Todd Lampkin after finding that authorities failed in their constitutional duty to protect her daughter, Samantha Isaacs, who was fatally shot by her former partner in 2017, following years of alleged abuse and unacted police reports. While Joyce St. Omer's case will have to be examined under St. Lucian law and based on its own circumstances, the Trinidad and Tobago ruling shows that failures by state agencies in domestic violence cases can result in legal consequences beyond public criticism. I'm Christabel Obi reporting for Hot 7 TV News.
You're watching the Hot 7 TV Midday News. We'll be right back after this break.
Looking for the best way to advertise? Stop searching. Hot 7 TV gives you more reach, more impact, and more value. Get your business in front of the right audience and watch your sales soar. Don't miss out. Call 452-6040 today and take advantage of our exclusive advertising packages. Hot 7 TV, smart advertising for smart businesses.
Welcome back. The Royal St. Lucia Police Force has reported a rise in crime across the island. Between January and August 2026, over 8,000 criminal acts were reported. Josiah Bissett gives us the details in this report.
Dr. Mashama Seeley, Acting Deputy Commissioner of Police, provided an official update on the country's crime statistics on the period July 2nd to August 17th, 2026. They reported that the Gangs, Narcotics and Firearms Unit of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force had carried out a number of successful operations during the period.
Persons searched 65, vehicles stopped 753, vehicles searched 69, traffic tickets issued 203, traffic arrests made 2, vehicles impounded 19, courier sweeps conducted 5, search warrants executed 17, persons arrested for drug offenses 21, persons arrested for firearm offenses 6, firearms recovered 4, ammunition recovered 96 rounds, dangerous weapons seized 32, cannabis exercises conducted or eradications conducted 3, and the persons charged for various offenses including arrested for homicide, attempted murder, robberies and assault 23.
She also reported an increase in the amount of cannabis and other drugs seized during the period of operations.
Also, 1,070.92 kilograms of cannabis were also seized during the operation, as well as 614.21 kilograms of cocaine during Operation 0 Hour for the period July to August 18th, 2026.
Dr. Seeley confirmed that more than 8,000 crimes had been committed and reported across the island's 3 police divisions from January to present, representing an increase in reported criminal activity.
Burglary, there was a 4% increase, that is from 273 cases during the same period in 2025 when compared to 2026. 284 cases. Robbery in 2025, there were 118 cases. 2026, from the 1st of January to the 18th of August 2026, 122 cases, a 3% increase. Drug offenses, 208 cases in 2025 and 222 cases in 2026, a 7% increase. Firearm offenses, 159 cases in 2025 and 155 cases in 2026, a 3% decrease. Stealing motor vehicle, 40 cases in 2025 to 77 in 2026, a 93% increase.
She noted that St. Lucia has recorded 45 homicides for the year, all of which had been classified as murders. Many of the killings were firearm-related. For 7 TV News, Josiah Bisset reporting.
And as those figures rise, government says it's taking steps to strengthen how cases are handled. The government of St. Lucia is investing in legal training for police officers, with 4 scholarships set to be awarded over the next 2 years. The initiative is aimed at strengthening prosecutions and improving the movement of criminal cases through the justice system.
Back on May 11th, 2026, Cabinet gave the green light to a new scholarship program that's about to send 4 police officers back to the classroom, this time to study law. Over the next 2 years, the University of the West Indies will welcome 2 officers a year into its law program, all expenses covered by the government. The idea first surfaced months ago when Prime Minister and the Minister for Justice and National Security, Philip J. Pierre, mentioned it during the 2026-2027 budget address, framing it as part of a bigger push to strengthen law enforcement and reform the justice system.
Improve the prosecution unit of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force by providing 2 annual scholarships in law for police officers over the next 2 years. These officers will be bonded for 5 years to serve as prosecutors within the Royal St. Lucia Police Force.
Press Secretary to the Prime Minister, Melissa Paul, confirmed the scholarships are locked in, with an interagency committee handling the job of picking the right candidates each year.
2 officers will be selected each year over the next 2 years to study law at the University of the West Indies. After completing their studies, they will return to serve as police prosecutors, helping to improve the preparation and presentation of criminal cases in court.
The bigger picture here is about closing a gap that's long frustrated the justice system, the disconnect between solid police investigation and what actually holds up in court. Officers who understand both sides of a case, the evidence gathering, and the legal arguments are expected to build stronger cases from the start. This effort doesn't stand alone either. It joins a growing list of reforms already underway, including the plea bargaining bill, the criminal backlog reduction court, a virtual court system, upgraded forensic science capabilities, and the digitalization of case files. For Hot 7 TV News, I am Ethne Brown reporting.
Turning now to education, with the new school term approaching, more students are getting financial support for their studies. The Tourism Enhancement Fund welcomed a new group of scholarship recipients as the new school year approaches, providing financial assistance to support their studies at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College.
The Tourism Enhancement Fund welcomed a cohort of 22 students to the program, bringing the total number of students to benefit from the scholarship since its launch to over 70 students. Now in its 6th year, The program remains one of the TEF's most meaningful investments in the families of the men and women who serve St. Lucia's hospitality and tourism industry. Established in 2021 in honor of Eileen Paul, the SLHTA's longest-serving employee, the program provided eligible students with an annual bursary of $2,000 EC towards the secondary education.
Today we gather to celebrate your achievements and to give you a helping hand as you continue on your educational journey. Students, your parents or guardians work tirelessly in St. Lucia's leading sector, helping to showcase our country to the world and contributing to the success of our tourism industry. This scholarship is one small way of saying thank you to all of them, while also providing support that will make your journey a little easier and bring you one step closer to achieving your dreams.
Owen Louisi, president of the St. Lucia Hotel and Tourism Authority, said the organization was proud of the work of the Tourism Enhancement Fund, TEF, and its efforts to support and improve the lives of citizens across St. Lucia.
At the SLHTA, we're extremely proud of the commitment shown by the Tourism Enhancement Fund, which we refer to as the TEF, and our contributing companies to initiatives that help shape a stronger future for St. Lucia. The SLHTA's decision to establish the TEF was rooted in a simple belief that tourism should play a meaningful role in improving lives and strengthening communities across St. Lucia. Through the TEF, support is provided in areas such as education, youth development, human resource development, and the environment.
Eileen Paul's godson, Leslie Prosper, said he was proud to see his aunt's legacy live on through the scholarship established in her honor.
Mrs. Paul was ahead of her time. She qualified as a teacher and also worked briefly in the private sector before joining the SLHTA in 1972. Her appreciation for the impact that the fledgling Hotel Association could make to the lives of the many St. Lucians, caused her to fix her attentions devotedly in working for and growing the association.
TEF's program manager, Donette Ismail, delivered a special message to the new recipients as they were welcomed into the Eileen Paul's family.
Today, throughout your secondary school journey, you will have access to opportunities, to guidance, and to support. This is intended to help you develop academically and personally. We also want to remind you also that maintaining the required average is an important condition of the scholarship, and it is also a testament to your gratitude for receiving this scholarship.
The program extends well beyond the financial assistance. Scholarship recipients are provided with counseling and the developmental support to help them navigate the academic, social, and personal challenges that can accompany their secondary school years. Students who demonstrate strong academic performance may also receive continued support as they advance to the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. For Hot 7 TV News, Josiah Bisset reporting.
That's it for the Midday News edition for today, Friday, August 21st. I'm Daniela Edwin. Join us tonight at 6:45 on the Hot 7 TV Nightly News for more stories. Have an awesome day.
From your desk to your lunch table, whether you're on the job or taking a well-deserved break, get the top stories and breaking news all in one place. Join us Monday to Friday at 12 p.m. for Hot 7 Midday News, bringing you the latest headlines from St. Lucia and around the region. Stay connected, stay informed, only on Hot 7 TV.